This video will show you how to replace the control unit in your Champion open frame inverter. Make sure the engine is completely cool and always disconnect the battery and the spark plug cap when working on your unit. Step 1. Turn the fuel valve off and use a pair of pliers to disconnect the fuel line from the fuel valve. Remove the 4 bolts holding on the top front panel with an 8mm socket, and then use a 10mm socket to remove the 4 bolts in the corners of the fuel tank and detach the fuel vent line on the top of the fuel tank. Then lift the fuel tank out of the way to access the control unit. Step 2. Cut any cable ties binding the wires, and then disconnect every wire connector on the control unit. Then use a 10mm socket to remove the 4 bolts holding on the control unit and remove the old control unit. Step 3. Set the new control unit into place in the correct orientation, and reconnect all wire connectors in the correct location and orientation. Replace and tighten the mounting bolts, and be sure to include the wire clip and grounding wire when replacing the appropriate bolts. To reassemble your unit, set the fuel tank back in place and tighten the 4 bolts with a 10mm socket. Then replace the front panel and tighten the 4 bolts with an 8mm socket. Then reattach the fuel vent line. Replace the fuel line and secure with the hose clip. And lastly, reconnect the battery and replace the spark plug cap. Your control unit replacement is complete. Always follow the safety guidelines in your operator's manual, and for more help guides, visit the Champion Help Center at help.championpowerequipment.com.